Premier family. Premier Mark here, back with the legend Paul Cammarata here in Baltimore, Maryland. Paul, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Paul, 63 years old, stumbled on these guys, Premier. I'm just so grateful what they did here. You know, I come out here, I enjoy this thing. This is like an oasis. With the lighting at night and what I did with the landscaping part of it, I couldn't be more thankful what they did. They are the best in Maryland. So it's the way to go.
So I was wondering if you could take us through the process a little bit, specifically why you wanted a pond in the first place and then what happened after that.
Okay, so this house is the house I grew up in, and I didn't want to lose it because there was so much generations over here. My grandparents lived here, my parents who are still living. So I decided to sell my home and fix up this house, and that was the very first thing I did was the pond. You were the very first construction part of it because I had to get my fish. That was the whole thing. I lived in Harford County. I had a small pond. I had to get my fish out of my old pond, and Premier did it. Helped me, you know, get the fish out of there. And this pond is like nothing like my little pond.
I remember the old one, yeah.
You were right.
Yeah.
The pond is way nicer. I mean, I built it, give my father some enjoyment. I mean, they really like it. They're not out here now because of the heat, but they enjoy sitting out here by the pond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if we can keep the herring away, it'd be okay.
Yeah.
I know you like the herring. Premier Pond, the best.
Appreciate that, dude.
Premier.
Means a lot.
Yeah. Well, you wouldn't meet more nicer people, from the ownership to the guys that work for him. And Mark, the man, the marketing, he's just taking this company to another level. Yeah.
That means a lot.
Yeah.
Tell me about the ownership, the design process. When you reached out to Andrew and Mike, how did that all go down? Because I know you had a drawing that you'd done.
Yeah,
yourself.
I had a simple drawing. I wanted something with a little curve and a bridge, the way you see it.
Yeah.
I don't have any hills, so I can't get like. I mean, my dream pond was like that one you guys did in northern Baltimore with the big hill. I love that kind of stuff, but I don't have that kind of hill. So I definitely wanted to drop waterfall, you know, for some noise, and that's what they came up with.
What would you say is the biggest difference between this pond and your old pond?
I know a lot more than when I did that pond. I didn't have any marginal shelves in it. I couldn't put no plants. I had to put plants actually in the pond on buckets. Then they would fall over. It was just messy. I didn't know about marginal shelves and stuff 20, 30 years ago. I mean, now I know. You know.
What would you say is the weekly maintenance or even daily maintenance for this kind of ecosystem?
There's actually none.
Really?
There's no, I mean, other than, I clean the basket out once in a while if I see something in there. It's really no maintenance. It's easy.
Plants are keeping it pretty crystal clear.
Oh yeah. I never had any problem with water green, or I see some of these people's ponds are cloudy. Never had it. It's because of the plants. You need plants. The plants is what keeps the clarity of the water. I'm a firm believer of that. Plants is what makes it. The plants help the predators, keep them away from the predators out there, give the fish some shade, but then puts the nutrients in the water to stop all that the algae and stuff. Because when the plants were still dormant this past spring, I used to get a lot of string algae, like really big, long string algae. Now that the plants are in there, you get just a little bit like you saw.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. Good to hear that, seriously.
Yeah, plants. And I do know that Premier Pond does their plants garden too. Whoa! Wow.
That was crazy.
Yeah, the plants. Yeah, so if you need plants, Premier. You know, you would think, oh, they're just into the ponds, but sell you the plant package. They had all the plants. They know all the plants. What's best for your pond? You know, yeah.
Appreciate that. Yeah. I want to just quickly talk about the landscaping surrounding this pond. Paul actually runs his own firm, Innovative Landscapes. He has done a brilliant job landscaping the surrounding space around his pond. How did you even approach that design process for your own backyard?
Well, I mean, I've been landscaping for 23 years now. I know, you know, height. You always want to height, color, texture. I don't care what garden you're doing. You want height, color, and texture. And you want to group things. I group things in odd numbers, like you're going to see it in the wild. You never want stuff all straight. You want to, you know, angle stuff, because that's the way it grows in the wild.
So true.
It doesn't grow straight. And I mean, I learned, and I still learn every day. Talking to landscapers, you know, designers and stuff, I still learn. I actually had the plant package, you remember? They had the plant package here before the pond was even done. Remember, I couldn't wait to lay it out.
Yes,
because Kevin was helping me lay it out.
Yep.
One of their landscapers was helping me lay it out. He actually helped me plant the big tree. Yeah, Kevin planted the maple.
The maple, nice.
And the ruby slipper hydrangea in the corner.
I love those. Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, just like, I mean, these are hydrangeas too, but yeah. So, and that's how I came up with that. And I still play around with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the dogs want to come out still because their dogs love Mark.
These guys. Whoa, whoa, it's good. What's up, Pop? What's up, doggy? Come here. What would you say is your favorite part about your pond?
What I'm doing right now, just relax. Come out on a nice cool day and hear the water, just sit back like that. It's worth it. I'm sorry, man. There's nothing better. Just come out. I mean, of course, it takes a lot of money to build stuff like that. But in the long run, it's worth it. You can't hear no traffic.
Yeah.
That's all you hear is that. Relax.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And Premier Pond made it happen, though.
You're the man. Is there anything you would have done differently with this pond? Or any further dreams you may have down the line?
Probably would have had you guys do, like in the corner, the water feature things.
The fountainscapes?
Like in one of the corners of the pond.
Yeah.
The pond would have had been a little bigger to accommodate that. But yeah, because the more water.
Just like you, yeah.
The more water, the better. The sound.
Totally agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I do like King Mike's rock up out of the water.
Floating rock.
How do you do that?
It's like a stacked all the way up, and then we put a natural stone on top.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, we call it the floating rock.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So how is it? So it's in.
It's like a dry stack the whole way up, and then it looks like it's floating.
Great idea. Yeah, I mean, if I had the room to do something like that,
No,
floating rock, and then the.
Those are like two of my favorites. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
The little birds.
Oh yeah, they do the waterfall. The birds, and there's a bunch of pigeons.
I just saw one on. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. See how the little birds drinking the water?
Yeah.
That old pond had that big bull.
Just want to thank Paul. Thank you so much for telling us about your water feature.
Too long.
I know.
I've been calling you to come back for
Yeah.
about 6 months. Yeah, I'm glad you surprised me today. I'm glad you came, and yeah, everything looks great here, man. I highly recommend Premier Pond. If you want a water feature, Premier is the way to go, man.
Appreciate that.
If you want landscaping, innovative landscaping.
Right, tell them. No, go for it.
That's about it, man. I want to appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
You're the best. You're the best.
Bring it in.
You're the best, man.
I appreciate it, brother.
You're the best. I mean, I know it's a freaking hot day, but come on. Go on.
I don't even know they're actually coming. That's crazy.
There you go. Come on. Here.
Here we are at the legendary Cammarata Pond in Baltimore, Maryland. This thing is looking spectacular. Pretty much 1 year, almost on the dot from when this was installed. Look how mature, beautiful it is. With all the crazy stuff going on in the world right now, could you imagine coming back here, leaving your phone inside, sitting next to this pond, just soaking it in? You don't hear any of the traffic. All you hear is waterfalls. Feed your fish. They all come right up to the surface. They're beautiful in here. Just goes to show, Paul found us online, had a dream coming to this house and putting in this oasis. Within, I think, 6 months, it was reality. Reach out today. We're happy to get the conversation started, if not the project started, and make a dream come true in your yard.
Everybody used to want to pickle me.
Memories.
That's what I'm saying, man.